I almost forgot about you tonight. Sorry. Hopefully you can see me with this light behind me. If not, that's gonna suck. Oh, I took a bath tonight at 8 o'clock. And I feel good. I gotta say, maybe Carla was right. Maybe I should just try to maintain my weight, because trying to add the added stress of dieting, and I know that's a bit of a cop-out, but okay, I'm copping out. Just trying to add that to my plate right now, I just think is too much, and I'm gonna try very, very hard not to binge and not to go crazy, but just to stay in the 150s while he's gone, and then maybe I can try to lose once he's back. But anyway, what did I have to eat today? I had Special K for breakfast. I had like a lot of Ritz crackers with light cream cheese and jalapeno jelly, which sounds gross, but it's really good. And then I couldn't remember what I ate for lunch. And then for dinner I had taco salad. Still making that taco meat from the other night stretch. And there's still a little bit left. And then I had a little bit of ice cream for dessert, and then at about 9 o'clock I had a turkey dog with some mustard and onions and a little bit of cheese. So, not too bad, I don't think. Trying to remember if I had any chocolate or anything. Oh, I also had some honey roasted peanuts later this evening, but I don't think I had any chocolates. I did finish up some Sierra Mist that was in the fridge, and you know that's like regular calorie soda. I don't really drink soda, but it was in there, and I kind of like Sprite and Sierra Mist, so I drank it. But I usually don't drink my calories. But anyway, that's that. As you can see, lots of progress being made on the laundry front. Actually, I did do one load and I did separate it. It just still has not gotten folded. Whatever. Look at the progress I made over here. Look, no Christmas tree, no Christmas lights. So that was my major project for the day, and I did do a load of dishes. And so yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. Pretty happy about how all that turned out. As you may be able to tell from my mood, I'm feeling a bit better than I was the last few days. And so yeah, feeling pretty good. Went to Publix today, spent $36. Made me mad because they had a buy one get one free Welch's juice sale, and I had 4 coupons for the 4 products. So it was going to be like really great price juice. And then because I planned the shop last Thursday and I've been trying to get to the store for like 5 days, the coupons expired on the 31st for the grape juice. So I would have saved a bit more money, but whatever. I'm stockpiled on picante sauce that Brian loves. It's good for like 9 months, so it'll be good when he gets home, and he goes through it like crazy, especially if I make Mexican food. What else did I get? Some pull-ups for Alana. You know, she's kind of backsliding a bit, but I'm seriously not stressing myself about it. When Madison was potty training, she was about the same age. She was actually a little younger than Alana is. And it was right after I had had Alana. And Alana was a very high-maintenance baby. Because I was trying to nurse her and it was just not going well. I mean, she was gaining, but like barely enough, and so she was just hungry all the time. And Brian was pushing for me to potty train Madison while I was pregnant, and I about like strangled myself. I mean, it was like the most frustrating thing trying to get a child to be potty trained when they're not ready. That's why I was thrilled when she started to initiate everything. And she did great like the first 2 days, but that's when, she was just kind of running around without any pants on. And, sometimes that's the best way to potty train a little girl at least. So everything was kind of going okay with that. And then lately I've had her in different kinds of things, and I know I should be consistent. Sometimes I have her in a diaper because we're going to go out, and I don't want to waste a pull-up. Sometimes she's in a pull-up. Sometimes she's in the fabric training pants that I have, which I really want to utilize those as much as possible because obviously they're cheaper than a pull-up is. She hasn't... But anyway, she's like backsliding the past few days over the weekend and everything. She seems to, she's going pee in the pull-up and everything. So I've just got to remember, sorry, somebody just texted me or something, messaged me. My mom on Facebook. So yeah, that's what happened today. Madison back to school first day. It was nice to have the time in the morning to kind of relax a little bit and get things set for the day. And I hope she had a good time too. She really needed some stimulation. And I am so glad to have the Christmas stuff down. I mean, I love Christmas, but it's just like too much stuff, It was like just so cluttered. And that's okay for about a month. But then I'm just like, I'm ready to put it away. And, it's a daunting task by yourself. It's like, it's so much harder to put it away than it is to get it up, Anyway, tomorrow, yeah, big plans, busy day. Going to the base, to the Airman's Attic, going to the Airman Family Readiness Center, gonna try to go to the CDC, if I remember to grab the shot records. That's to set up childcare for the deployed, when your spouse is deployed, like you get a certain amount of childcare hours at the CDC on base. Drop the stuff off at the Airman's Attic. I already told you guys all this, but I'm going to say it again, I guess. Probably grab some lunch at Subway or whatever, and then make my way back by 1, I think I told her. And then Alana down for a nap, quiet time, sit with the kids, whatever. And then I have a therapy appointment sometime in the evening, can't remember what time right now. And then I promised the girls dinner at Chick-fil-A tomorrow, so that they can play in the little play area in there. So by the time all that's said and done and we get home, and tomorrow is Madison's bath night, I decided, my mom gave me the idea, because, I've got 2 girls that are 2 years apart, and since Alana's been sitting up, I've been bathing them together. And she saw how I was struggling with that, every other day or whatever when they needed it. And she was here. And she's like, why don't you try going alternate days, unless, like I said, unless they need it. Unless we go to the park and get all sandy, then I've got to do them both or whatever. But it's actually working out really great. And, I'm very grateful for that motherly advice, Like, the day before yesterday, I gave Alana a bath. It's just one-on-one time, and it's not, like, just so much craziness and just so much more calm. And then Madison's okay. She's out here watching TV, and then Madison, yesterday was her turn. She went outside and got all muddy, making mud pies and everything. So we have, they call it a pool bath. It's like right off the back patio.
And so she can just step right in there into the shower. It's like not a bath and shower, it's just a shower. And then it has like a hose shower, so I can like kind of hose her off in the shower. And then she's getting to the point now where she can like almost do it all by herself. You know, I just had to wash her hair and everything. So it worked out really well. And this way, it's easier for me to stay on top of bath times because you know you have those busy days you don't feel like dealing with the drama at 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And it's like, oh, you don't really need a bath. And then you put it off too long and it's like, you know, they need a bath every day, every other day. You know, so it's helping me keep on top of that. It's getting me one-on-one attention for both of them. It's cutting down on the craziness and the stress, you know, so it's really working out and it's a really good thing. So I'm happy about that. And Brian and I are still trying to get our communication, you know, down to a bit more of a routine or a science, but we just haven't figured it out yet. You know, I've been watching some other deployment wife vlogs or whatever on YouTube, and it's like, and I know some of you have commented, I can't imagine, you know, going days, weeks, months without contact, and I really am grateful, and I know I'm fortunate. I've had contact with him every day since he left, and it's such a blessing. You know, I mean, even if it's only texting or email or, you know, it's a little bit of everything right now. But I'm so glad. I saw him on Skype today, and he looked like really depressed, which, you know, makes me sad. But you know, because there's nothing I can do about it. But he said he was just sick, and, you know, his schedule's all off, so that's not helping with that either. And he's got a situation with his roommates that he can't ever be in his room unless he's sleeping, you know, because if he's in there, his roommates work the opposite shift. So if he's in there and awake, they're asleep, and if he's asleep, they're awake, and so I think that's causing him some stress, and, you know, he's probably homesick too, and whatever. Anyway, he didn't look very good today. He said he was okay, but he's the kind of person that he wouldn't tell me in this situation if he was depressed or not, because he knows kind of how much of a fragile state that I have been in lately, that he would not want to put that kind of burden on my heart, you know. So he wouldn't say, like, if he were upset or homesick or depressed or anything. So I'm not going to get that out of him, but he definitely didn't look happy when I saw him on Skype. Plus, we were having communication problems. I could hear him and see him, but I think he could, like, see me, but he couldn't hear me, so I was having to type what I was saying, and then he was answering me back and everything, so I think he was frustrated with that also. So the babysitter's coming over here in the morning, and then she's going to be picking Madison up from school. And you guys know, if you've been watching me, how anal I usually am about the house being spotless when anybody comes over, including the babysitter. But that's one thing that this medication has really helped me with. It's helped me with a few things. Number one, I think it's helped with my pain tolerance, my physical pain tolerance. It's helped me with my emotional kind of ups and downs. Not like I had a whole lot of them, but like I said, I can't cry. So it kind of makes that a little softer, you know, so it's not so up and down. It makes me a lot less fearful. Like I used to have fear of being alone, sleeping alone. You know, we talked about months ago, like, the day he leaves, I'm going to have a security system installed and, you know, whatever. But I haven't really had any problems, like, worrying about that stuff or anything like that. I do have my dog sleeping in bed with me, so maybe that makes me feel a little bit more safe, but or like watching like snakes or bugs on Fear Factor or something, like that would kind of make me cringe or like give me the chills or something before, and now it doesn't really faze me. And it does help with my kind of worrying type anxiety. The things that I don't feel like it's helping a lot with are a bit of the kind of depersonalization, kind of spacey kind of feelings that I feel sometimes, like that kind of disconnection and kind of disconnection from my identity and stuff like that. You guys probably don't understand what I'm talking about, but I did talk about it months ago when all this started happening to me. So I still experience that a little bit. It's nowhere near as bad as it was a couple months ago, but it does kind of freak me out a little bit, and more than anything, it just kind of depresses me because I just like, why do I feel like this? I don't want to feel like this. Why can't I just feel back the way I used to, and kind of stuff. And the other thing that it's not really helping completely is like the depression, because although I have been much more motivated, which is great, and I'm not like feeling like hopeless or anything like that. I can't really describe the depression. It's just more of like just kind of a down feeling, just, which I know is normal at the beginning of the deployment thing too, but this was kind of even before that. So I don't know. The way I feel is like I've adjusted pretty well to this dosage and everything, so I'm willing to try 20 milligrams, which is a very reasonable dosage that a lot of people that take Lexapro are on. So I think the potential benefits outweigh the potential risks of upping the dosage. So I'm hoping that will help me be a little bit happier in my life, and that's one thing that I'm lacking right now. And I'm not going to completely blame it on the deployment because, like I said, this was happening before the deployment happened. But, I just know intellectually that I have so much to be grateful for, but I'm having a really hard time feeling that good, content, happy feeling, And I feel like a real schmuck because I know that I have so much, and it's like, why can't I just be happy? And then I feel guilt because I'm not happy and I have such a great life and whatever. So, anyhow, I got the urge to pick up the camera a few times today, so that's kind of telling me that I'm nearing the point where I'm kind of ready to transition into a little bit more clips throughout the day and stuff like that. So I'm going to say goodnight for now, and I may take the camera with me tomorrow. So I will see you guys then. Good night.